Hello and welcome to today's Crochet and Chat, which you get to see my face, which is a little different for a change. But I am here today to tell you all about my new pattern release, which is Iris, Greek goddess of rainbows. Now this design, it's a square, but it is a square with unlimited options. So this was designed with Bella May yarns. Originally to be used with the Lola, which you can see here, and you'll see some of them in the background behind me. But the Lola is one of those gradient yarns. You can buy it in different plies and different lengths. So many options for colours and what to do with it. And we often find that people get stuck making the same sort of projects over and over. So we wanted to be able to provide more options for those, but it doesn't have to be with a Lola or a gradient yarn. You can use it with any yarn you like. But anyway, so this is the square that's been designed, and the pattern that I have written allows for you to either make lots of individual squares and make them into something like the poncho that I've made, or a blanket or a cushion cover, whatever you prefer, or you can make it as a continuous, you see in that one, so continuous design. So it's got a simple 3-round repeat, and it just continues until you use up all the yarn that you've got. So this blanket made with the continuous one is a 300-gram Lola in 4-ply, and the poncho, just to show you that, is a 500-gram Lola in a 4-ply as well. And this is from Bella May Yarns Goddess range of Lolas, so they all have this lovely pastel sort of middle with a grey. There's a silver thread that starts from the middle and out, and then has a bold edging. And this is the one that I was sent to play with and absolutely love, and I've purchased my own as well. But you've got so many choices. So with the 500-gram, I got 12 squares out of it to make the poncho. Could easily get 16 if you wanted a bigger poncho with less border on it, or less edging. And you could get 20, but you would have to probably join those with a solo Lola or some other yarn to make it work. But there are just so many options. Now within the pattern, because I don't like to discriminate, everyone is at a different level. Not everyone can read a pattern. So what I have included in the pattern is US and UK terms written out, the instructions for every single stitch that is in it. I don't like to assume that you remember them all, even the basic ones. There are picture guides round by round for the square, so you can compare each round to make sure yours matches. And there is also within the pattern, there's a link that you can click that'll take you to the video for how to make it. Now I've also included in it instructions for how to join as you go. So you can either make the squares and join as you go, or you can make the squares and then join later once you've got it, and you can decide on what layout you want. And I've also given 3 options for borders. So I like to make it so that you have choice, because also when you get to the end of a Lola, depending on the size that you've made and your own tension, you may end up with different amounts of yarn left. So I've given you 3 different options for borders to play with as well. So there's a simple moss stitch, which I did before I joined on the poncho. I did do a moss stitch border. There's a couple of others in there as well that are just simple borders that you can apply no matter what size. And it's at a reduced introductory price now until Monday night. So if you do want to grab a copy, you will never be stuck again for a pattern with this and a project of what you want to do. But I have added it now to the homepage on my website, or the link is in my profile. Just scroll down the page once you get there. Or you can go to my latest blog post and it's on there as well. And eventually I will add it to the other places where you like to buy patterns from, Ravelry, Lovecrafts, all of those, Etsy. But for now, it's just available on my blog. In your emails, if you're on my list, check them. There's links there today and yesterday. And also through, what am I saying, through my blog. So I'll get it on all the other places eventually, but for now that's the only way that you can get it. So I do hope you enjoy this pattern. I am super happy with this one, and I do intend to make more myself at some stage when time permits, but it's fun. So yeah, if you've got any questions at any time, just send me a DM, let me and ask away, and I will do what I can to answer them. But yeah, introductory price now until the end of Monday night, and have fun with it. I'm excited for it. All right, have a oh, and next week will be a washcloth, next one with a lovely lacy border on it, so that'll be on next week's blog, next week's Crochet and Chat, and I look forward to chatting with you again then. Oh, and I didn't say the story behind it. So Iris, I picked that name, Goddess of Rainbows, partly because we use it with so many Lolas, which are all colours of the rainbow, but also because one of my great grandmothers was Iris Annie Murphy, so Iris just stuck with me, so that's why she's called it. But anyway, go and have a look, check it out, and show me when you've made it. Love to see them. Alrighty, bye.